Hey, how's it going, and welcome to The Guitar Effect. My name's Rob. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at my new Epiphone Casino Coupe fully acoustic P90 guitar. But before we do that, I'll ask you to please like and subscribe so you can be kept up to date with everything we're doing here at The Guitar Effect. So I recently came across this guitar used on a free ads website here in Ireland, and I was quite intrigued. I've actually been after a Gibson 330, I think it's called, style guitar, which is basically a 335 with dog ear P90 pickups. I played one a few years ago in a music shop here in Dublin, but it was like a custom shop and it was like $5,000 or something. It was just never going to come anywhere near me. And I was mega impressed by it. I just thought that the combination of the fully hollow body, which I actually found out after the fact, I actually assumed it was a centre block, but there's not, combined with the dog ear P90 pickups, really had a very distinctive tone about it, which is in effect an Epiphone Casino, right? It's like, obviously the Gibson 330 is a 330, I think is how you kind of colloquially say it. Obviously the 330 is a far more expensive, high-end, hand-built instrument, but it is effectively P90s on a fully hollow body with a Gibson scale length, okay? So, but I've always hated the aesthetic of the Epiphone Casino. I don't like the natural finish. I don't like the sunburst finish particularly, and they don't come in cherry. But most of all, I just can't stand those chrome P90 pickups. I think they make the guitar look uber cheap. So I was aware of the 329 style body for a good while now. I actually have a Hagstrom Juice F that I use for the Originals band, which is like a shrunken down Hagstrom Viking. But it's only semi-hollow, but it is a phenomenal guitar, and so I've gotten really used to that reduced size semi body shape. So when I saw this guitar online where the owner had replaced the pickups with black dog ear pickups, it kind of looked like a small body 330, and I was immediately taken by it. So I got it for a really, really good price of, I think, about €350. And it included, he had also replaced the machine heads with tulip plastic aged green machine heads, which are super cool looking on it, really add to the aesthetic of it. And he included a roller bridge that he had tried on but didn't like, the original Epiphone pickups, and the original machine heads, all in the case, and the case, which didn't come as standard with the guitar, for €350, which is a real steal. So I took a punt on it, and I've been really, really happy. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the guitar. So it is a fully hollow body. It's a shrunken down 339 size body, so like a miniature 335 style. It's made from completely laminated maple with a maple neck and a Pau Ferro fretboard. This particular guitar has gauge 11 strings on it, which gives it a really interesting big acoustic tone, which I'll show you when I'm playing the guitar in a while. And then it's also had these Amadeus, I think, is the brand of pickups that were used to replace it, which are sort of affordable P90s that are actually made here in Ireland, in the north of Ireland, which he had custom made with those fitted into those black pickup surrounds, or pickup covers, and I just think it looks phenomenal. And surprisingly, for a fully hollow body guitar, it's really well balanced as well. So that's the description of the guitar, and hopefully you'll have seen some sexy photos of it by now. So yeah, let's have a listen to it. Okay, so I think one of the things that's really worth demonstrating on this guitar before we get into its sounds plugged in is that it's actually got a really beautiful acoustic sound to it. So and something I've been thinking about with this is, I think if you paired this on one side of a stereo mix with an actual acoustic on the other, you could get a really rich acoustic sound. And I don't think many people would consider it with a guitar like this, but because it's fully hollow, it really has that big acoustic sound, you know. So and as a result, I'd say it would really sound amazing with a piezo pickup fitted. Anyway, that was just something that I've been quite impressed with. Always has a kind of a like a dobro sort of feel about it. Anyway, so to the electric sounds. So let's start with the clean tones, and I'm just going to roll in the volume here. Here is the bridge pickup clean. Incidentally, my rig is my usual rig, which is the Cox Studio Tone 20 head, running direct into Logic via my Focusrite Sapphire interface. And I have two DIs running out the back, one with a cabinet simulated output on the back of the amp and one that's running an IR, and they are panned left and right. So as you can hear, it has quite a bit of like sparkly top end, which incidentally is accentuated even further when I add the Teese Electronic Force Field compressor, which I haven't done a video about, and it's a great compressor. So I'm also using the Milos Popovich Modulus analog delay modulation. I have a pedal board on the ground here that I use for recording. Yeah, so I think it's got a really sweet top end to it. So in the middle setting, just play the same passage. Got a really lovely sort of plinky plonky sort of tone to it, I suppose you'd say. It's got like a really round, almost out of phasey kind of sound to it. I really love that sound. It's gorgeous. So massive amount of upper harmonics are coming off every note there, which makes the guitar sound really harmonically complex. And I think for any sort of clean passages, especially with analog delay with modulation on, it's going to record really, really, really well. And then the neck pickup gets, in my opinion, for a single coil, surprisingly sort of almost too round and lacking top end, but still beautiful tone. Just that's with the tone rolled on full, the bright switch on my amp, and the compressor, which tends to add a bit of top end. It's a gorgeous sound. It does that really, really nicely. And then also the neck pickup, if I turn the compressor off, maybe add a tube screamer, can do some really nice bluesy stuff. Probably shouldn't have the delay on for that kind of bluesy thing, but yeah, it works really well. So one thing I will mention is that if I put on a bit of phaser, turn off the put back on the compressor and turn off the delay, it does handle funk in the middle position really well. I'm not much of a funk player, but you get the idea. So, over to some dirty sounds. So I'm going to leave the compressor off, the delay off, turn that phaser off, go over to the dirty channel on the Koch Studio Tone 20, back pickup. And I really think you can hear these single coils coming into play here with that top end. Okay, if you do the same thing then, like on the dirty channel, the amp and add a tube screamer, it sounds like this. So really, really great tone for classic rock, that really alive and vibrant under your fingers, and the hollow body seems to make it just like feel really amazing under your fingers as well. The whole guitar vibrates. So yeah, on the neck pickup then with the tube screamer, it can get really throaty. My fingers aren't really doing what I want them to this evening, which is unfortunate. So that's kind of the dirty tones on the guitar. The last thing I'll just do is, I think it, again, this sort of semi hollow body character and the way the guitar vibrates just seems to take fuzz really, really well. So if I go, and this is going to be noisy, turn on the Fux fuzz, turn up the neck pickup. Really like the way that sounds. Back pickup. Really big, unruly sound that, again, I think the hollow body in the P90s is a great combination with fuzz. fuzzy, wonderful mess. So, there you have it, folks. My new Epiphone Casino Coupe. If you're looking for something that has its own character and is a bit different and interesting, check it out. Get rid of those gnarly silver pickups, at least. That's my opinion on the situation. It looks way cooler with black pickup covers. So yeah, really, really cool guitar at, I think, a pretty affordable price. I think they're around 500 new. So, thanks for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. I'm Rob. You've been watching The Guitar Effect, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.